Murray State will be in the blue as we start game 1 here. Best of 5 on Lijiang Tower.
Yep. I'm taking my audio for the game back up just a little bit.
I do think we are at 3-1 now, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I do believe that is correct.
So Murray State really wants to get a victory here tonight. They would still be in the negative, but you know, we're running out of weeks in this competition, and it is a summer league with some big roster changes, and so it's not, you know, the most serious thing in the world. But I know the kids want to win, and you know, we want to see them win. So they are running out of time to do that, but hopefully tonight they can get off on the right foot. We can see the lineup already. Sway, he will be on the tank. Reinhardt, along with Chief, is the Sigma. Your DPS for tonight, Dirty Paws on the Reaper. Bonsai will, of course, go straight away to that Symmetra role, while on her is the Lucio, and Flopfilth is a Baptiste. Meanwhile, on Quarantine's team, they're running a Moira for Grace. Brock and Roll is the Reinhardt. Meow MC is a May. And they'll have to watch out for that.
Yep.
Nanook is a Lucio. Frosty is an Orisa, and Cartier, or Cartier, however you say it, is the Cartier is the Symmetra as well. So both teams will be running a Symmetra. But again, we saw this where Murray State, and it actually is going to work out perfectly, even though Quarantine had the Lucio. The team fight is already in on the point. Both teams teleporting at the same time. Orisa, Frosty, her health is just going down. Brock and Roll gets the pick early on Sway, but Chief is going to trade him out. Meow MC, there's that May they got to watch out for. Dirty Paws will return the favor, and that's 2 tanks down for Quarantine. They're still able to hold the point as the Racers are separated and caught in front of this ice wall, but there goes Dirty Paws. His life has been restored. Chief pushing forward on her as well. His health is about half on the Brigida. He's going to have to be careful, but he's moving forward. There's a great window from Flopfield. He's going to just amplify that damage as Quarantine is pushed backwards. Sway still alive here. This is going to be crucial, but he backs into Frosty. He doesn't see him there. Turns around, swings the hammer, and Frosty's almost down, but now the race is frozen. And with this chaos on the point, I believe Quarantine will come away with this first team fight if they can go ahead and close out the kills here.
What is with all these ultimates already this early in the match? I mean, they haven't even, no one's taken the point yet, and we've seen, what, 3 ults at least?
Yeah, really prolonged, interesting team fight. Lots of high damage and a testament to the supports just keeping everybody alive there. But Murray State comes out with the advantage on this, and this will be an interesting retake. They've got the Gravitic Flux, they've got the Rally. They also have Symmetra's Wall, which will, of course, help separate off some damage and some heroes, and Quarantine's going to have to watch out for Dirty Paws and his Death Blossom.
Yeah, and it doesn't
especially,
especially
with that teleporter. Here he comes. They're all going to jump down from this teleporter. Bonsai separated by the ice wall. There's an ult coming in, but it does not find anybody. Murray State's still alive thanks to that Immortality Field. The Shatter finds nobody. Sway is able to maybe find one, but Reinhardt is melted before it even pays off. Now Sway has fallen. Bonsai's turrets are finding Grace, and Murray State looks to take the retake here just through brute force and all of their ultimates except for Chiefs.
Yeah, that Symmetra ult coming into the teleport was a brilliant move. But Murray State able to get themselves the position they wanted. It really kind of hurt that Dirty Paws wasn't able to capitalize on his Reaper ult, but they used that. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Murray State took down Cartier. I got to figure out how I'm going to pronounce that tonight. Cartier, he was able to stagger him, and I think that was a bad move there from Quarantine. I guess they've got enough of an advantage where it doesn't matter right now, but Meow MC and Brock and Roll, I believe it was, came in and got staggered as well. So that just meant that Quarantine, the red team, now has to stagger up again and just give 3 percentage points to Murray State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, both teams really have to pay a little bit more attention to the Symmetra turrets. You forget they're there, and they're so small you don't notice them until you're dead.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially in the heat of a team fight like that, They don't make much
Whoa.
noise. Dueling Symmetra walls. This is going to be an interesting game of geometry as Quarantine pushes in through the front gates. Murray State staying behind their wall. They're going to have to be mindful, though, because Quarantine has switched over to the pharmacy combo. We see Meow MC. He's in the back line. Bonsai is just now finding out about that as the Rockets pummel him from behind. And there's Cartier and Nanook as well coming in from the back to find Dirty Paws. And a brilliantly executed retake almost here for Quarantine if they can go ahead and finish off the Chief, which they do. And Murray State will retake at 60% to 55%.
You mean Quarantine will retake?
Quarantine will retake, excuse me, yes.
There we go. Big thanks to all the viewers out there. We're up to 12 right now for the evening. Thanks to PX3 Aiden, PX3U Aiden. Yes, Racer Esports is better than Overwatch League. I'm glad everyone else recognizes it. at Chief OW High Lamo. Go Q. We got some Q for Quarantine fans in the chat tonight as well.
Hey, all right.
So thanks for coming out to support your team.
Yeah, no kidding. Get some cheers in chat. We'll allow that, you know. Even though you're rooting for the wrong team, we'll allow it. So here come the racers again through the front gates. There's a shatter coming in. Rock and Roll doesn't find anybody, but Sway is taken down right away. He was so far ahead of his team, and now Quarantine can go forward. Meow MC finds one with his ult. Flopfilth is able to take him down, but it's too little too late as Quarantine just collapses in on top of the racers and forces them to go back home to their starting point.
GG round 1.
Round 1 over.
That I kind of thought they were going to get it back there in the end, but they just did not have the momentum they needed to finish that attack, that last attack.
Here we go, round 2. Rejoining Tower, this is, of course, if Quarantine finishes this out here, that's it for this round. Murray State wants to go ahead and win this first one if they can.
Round 2.
And okay, racers are sticking with that. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a switch here. We've got Sway on Reinhardt, Chief on Sigma, again, as we see fairly often. But look at the DPS and the support changes here. Dirty Paws on the McCree, anticipating a pharmacy combo. Bonsai on Genji. Interesting switch here, as Flopfilth is on the Ana, his favorite hero to run. And on her, on the Zenyatta, Sway pushing quite a bit forward there, being kept alive. As the Ana is able to just get in those healing darts, but they're going to have to watch out because Cartier is snuck into the backline as the Tracer. And now this prolonged team fight, this is kind of what we saw in round 1. Both teams just poking and prodding, and they need to go ahead and take care of that Tracer. She's just sitting in here already at 54%. She's able to retreat. Dirty Paws is going to be mindful of that now. They're going to know where she's coming from. But, you know, even though no kills, they're already 71% for the Tracer. They're going to have to be mindful of the bomb as the racers try to inch forward here. The Quarantine, great hold for them. Able to hold on to this control point. Chief moving forward. His shield is taken down pretty quickly. He's going to have to back up as his health is dwindling. He's stunned, but he's able to make it back in time, but now he's falling. One tank down for the racers. Bonsai, his health is low. Now Dirty Paws down. And here comes Quarantine pushing out of the control center in the back. Sway being forced to retreat. He's all on his own.
Oh, Sway.
He might go ahead and fall off. Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but...
Yeah, it feels like the racers are playing a little bit more passive based off of what they had to deal with last week. And Q for Quarantine is not playing that aggressive, but they are starting to take advantage of this passive play from Murray State. They're moving forward more. As you can see right here, they're not staying on the point. They're going after the racers this time.
Yeah, Quarantine is picking those fights. They're going to go ahead and rotate back to the original conflict to the goat over there by the control center. They're going to go ahead and jump across here, basically. They've got the heroes to do it. Frosty is ulted, and he's just going ham on him right now, just trying to knock him off. But on her, his Transcendent was perfectly timed. Bonsai takes down Frosty, so now Murray State with the advantage here. Even though Dirty Paws is dead, there is a 5-4 advantage here. Murray State pushing through. They can go ahead and get some progress here, but Frosty is already hurrying back, and Rock and Roll. Their two tanks moving quickly to the control point to try and assist, and there's Frosty diving on the target, but Murray State has already advanced on the point. Chief ulting here. He's only got a few targets, but he's felt it's the time to use it. It might pay off. Sway is taken down, so unfortunately that did not pay off for them there. And Quarantine, again, just tracking him down. Like you said, playing. Look how far up they're playing here. Just try to punish him out of spawn.
Absolutely. You know, Quarantine did not start this aggressive, and that's map 1 finished. They saw that Murray State was playing a little bit more of a passive game, you know, a little bit slower tempo, and they took advantage of it.
Play of the game.
We'll watch this play of the game here in Meow MC. This is the Blizzard at the very beginning of the game. Just ults galore. Strike misses. Rock and Roll, he's going to have to back up. His health is dwindling. Doomfist, Meow MC, he's now pushing forward. He's got the Meteor Strike. First he will scatter here. Bob in front of the payload. Meteor Strike will take down Clawfield, but no. Anher's Rally keeps him alive. But Chief, his shield on the left-hand side of that payload. Rally's still going for the race. The Sway is pushed backwards. Bonsai, his health is just dwindling.